Hello there, my friends. I'm CocoKali, your spiritual royalty coach. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the benefits of doing healing with your ancestors, specifically the Tarpanam practice. So I have some notes in front of me, so forgive me if I look down. But one of the first things, the key purposes of doing healing with the ancestors is to liberate the ancestors from their karmic bonds. So why do we want to do that? It's because we all have karmic debts to pay, and they travel with the soul. And when the soul has unfinished business, it's hard for it to move on to the next plane of existence that would be more free and harmonious for that soul. So what we can do, then what those ancestors do is they hang out in our lives and they try to participate in our lives, either to create havoc. Maybe they're a mischievous spirit and they want to raise Harry Carey, or maybe they're just trying to pay off their debt and they're trying to do so through us. Well, we can help. We can help by doing our devotions, making our offerings, and paying off our karmic debt, which then would extend to our ancestors. So that's the first reason, to liberate ancestors from their karmic bonds so they can be free to peacefully ascend or migrate to the next plane of existence that would be most harmonious for their soul. It solves issues related to money, career, health, business, and relationships. So no matter what kind of issue you're experiencing in life, if any part of it has to do with a karmic debt or karmic inheritance that has been passed down to you through your lineage that you have in this birth, then by making offerings to the ancestors, by doing rituals to the ancestors, you will pay down or pay off completely that karmic debt, and it will shift your relationship with money. It will shift your relationship with your career. It will shift your relationship with other people, such that what has been a difficulty, which has been a challenge for you, which has been a struggle for you, suddenly everything's just in order and it goes just the way you need and the way you like. Of course, this doesn't happen overnight. For some it might. You might do a Tarpanam ritual for a week and then suddenly have this breakthrough, or you might do it for 6 months or a year and watch slowly but surely the energies begin to shift and things to come together. But if you're motivated to make transformation happen in any of these areas of your life, health, money, career, business, relationships, education, any of these, home life, being able to find a home and have a home to call your own. This is huge. Transportation, any of these things, then doing Tarpanam offerings for your ancestors can help bring about that transformation. Doing Tarpanam helps create peace and longevity. Now, these are some of the lesser tangible blessings that come with doing spiritual work, right? But until you have peace of mind, it's difficult to appreciate how valuable it is. It's something that we all want, right? But when we're in the energy, that frequency of chasing it, it seems so elusive. Then it's like, when you finally get a sip of that cold, cold water, you're like, oh, what I've been missing. I never want to go back to the old ways. So peace helps you to live out this life, receiving all of your blessings. It helps you to not overlook any blessings. It helps you to get the most out of each gift that this life has to offer you. Instead of looking at the grass that's greener on the other side, you can appreciate what is wonderful about the grass you have, or the fact that you have no grass. Like, what's the benefit of that? There's something about being released from anxiety and worry that is its own boon, it's really without description. And when you are released from those karmic bounds, you experience a longevity, because it does add years to your life. Like, worry takes years off your life. Anxiety takes years off your life. But peace only aids to your vibrancy and your longevity. And this is one of the benefits of doing ancestral healing work. It helps you to avoid the traps of unwanted desires. So when we have ancestral karma present in our lives, sometimes we have inspiration and desires that are not our own. Sometimes we're living out one that has been, I like to call it our familial inheritance. It's been handed down to you. It's like a gift that you've taken on as your reality, but it's not really your soul's reality. It's just a part of the identity that you adapted being born into this family. And so doing ancestral healing work can help free you of that tether, of that connection. And once you are, you're liberated. You're liberated. So now your desires can be in alignment with divine desires for you. When you're in alignment with divine desires for you, that's where you experience one of those lives where you have riches beyond what you could have imagined for yourself. You end up in a home that offers more than you ever could have imagined for yourself. You have relationships, friendships, romances, whatever, that is beyond that which you could have ever dreamed of for yourself. So that is one of the promises of doing ancestral work, to be free of those unwanted desires, so it clears the slate for you to have divine desires for yourself. Isn't that cool? To relieve trapped ancestral souls. This is huge because, you know, when it's our time to go, we don't want to be in limbo, which reminds me of how it's portrayed in horror films. You know, I don't know that it's like that, but we want to be free to move on to where is the best place for us, where we can be of highest service and do the most good. So the same is true for our ancestors. And so by helping them become free of karmic bounds, we're doing that. It also helps to just ease up obstacles in life. Obstacles can be put in place because of our ancestors or just a ripple effect of the karma of our ancestors. So it helps to get those out of the way. Like, by the grace of Lord Ganesha, take away all these obstacles. Please, please, please. Oh my goodness. So let that happen. Om Gam Ganapate Nama, right? So let's let that happen. So what else have we got? Of course, good health and wealth. It ensures success in all your endeavors, and it ends suffering and curses. So let's talk for a minute about curses. Well, it's kind of like in the old movies, right? Western movies or fairy tale movies. Someone gets mad and they're like, I curse you and 7 generations of males born in your family until blah, blah, blah should occur or whatever. This is on the fictional side, how things might have occurred. But the truth is, the reality is that kind of thing does happen. And so you may be inheriting something that is a side effect of the life that one of your ancestors lived. Without their intention, with nothing to do with you or even your parents or the parents before them, that you all are fulfilling a karmic burden that was created by someone long ago who was unconscious to the side effects of their actions, right? And so paying off the debts of the ancestors through ritual is a way that you can accelerate the payment of those karmic debts. And therefore, you don't have to pay them out with your life. You don't have to pay them out with your ambitions and your successes or failures with what it is that you're aiming to do. You can pay it out through ritual. You can double up. You can take power days and you can do extra rituals and start paying it off even faster. And so these are kind of some of the beautiful ways we can start to interpret the practice of doing offerings for our ancestors and using it to pay off our karmic debt so that we are freeing our ancestors from any karmic bounds. We're also freeing ourselves from any of those karmic bounds. So I hope that gives you an overview of some of the benefits of doing offerings and ritual to honor the ancestors, to help them clear up the karmic debt, to clear it up on our own behalf. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Namaste, my friends.